I hope you're having a great opening to your weekend. I know I am looking forward to my weekend. This may be the only stream you get all weekend. In fact, I know it will be the only stream you get all weekend. Because believe it or not, this may come as a shock to some of you, but I actually do have a life once in a while. And we're heading out to see Coldplay with some good friends. Shout out to all of them. Look forward to seeing you soon. And we are going to have a nice little flight here this evening before I got to go pack. So, welcome. Welcome one and all to HeadTrip Stratus. For those of you who haven't been following along and you're saying, hey, where did World Tour go? World Tour is still here. You may not feel like it's still here, but it is. Now, we'll get back to it very, very soon. I was going to do it tonight, but I just needed to get my plane back to home base, get them set up for my next level up mission. So, if this is your first view of HeadTrip Stratus, this is our brand new spin-off series from HeadTrip Air World Tour, in which we have started up a brand new airline, of which you can become a part at some point in time, if you choose. But if you don't, we're flying one way or the other. Now, let me bring you up to speed a little bit, shall we? This is essentially our business plan, cash flow statement to date, starting June 4th, 2025, just a couple days ago, and now we're into June. It says June 7th. That's UTC time. We're June 6th. And these are the income items and the expense. Who cares? You know, let me actually let's really bring it down to the nerdy level, can we? We're gonna go straight Excel. I gotta tell you, making money in an airline is not as easy as you think. We've got a starting owner's equity of $10,000. That's what we had to work with as a solo freelance pilot with nothing. Just the clothes on our back and a dream and a little bit of vision. And we started out with $10,000. I had to lease an aircraft, Cessna 172 Skyhawk. We've got that on a long-term lease, but I had to pay 3 weeks in advance for that. And, of course, buy a little bit of fuel and had a landing fee. Upon my first leg from Paris, Idaho, Bear Lake County Airport. That's our home base. That's where we're building out our airport, down to Provo Municipal. And my first paycheck is right there, $740. Net out expenses, you know. And also, we're about $7,300 at that point in time. So, as you can see, the trend is a big flat arrow pointing downward. I wish I could draw that for you. Flat arrow pointing downward. So business plan moves on to day 2. We have me solo in Provo, and I say I need a co-pilot. So we hire the trusty, the sturdy Phil Subaru. He's not free. I haven't paid him yet, but I will have to. He's got a weekly minimum guarantee and a $1 per hour he flies. Only problem is, I didn't realize when I hired him, he was only certified to be a flight attendant. He can't fly. So now I still have 0 people to help me fly. So we rented another aircraft down in Provo. That one's sitting down there. That's just on a short-term rental. And I got in my Skyhawk and I flew yesterday up to Bountiful Sky Park. Earned a little bit more money, not much, but a little bit of money for passengers and cargo. What's that total? Don't you love Excel? It's my life. $1,149, almost 150. But then look at these expenditures. This is insanity. More fuel, that's fine. But we have parking fees. I did not. I knew I had to pay a landing fee, but now they're charging me for parking fee literally by the minute that I'm there. So it was what, 24-hour period or less than 24 hours. And I'm out $171 plus landing fee plus. And so for those of you who are just out there ready to set up your own enterprise, little lemonade stand on the side of the road, just make sure you do your math. These things aren't free. But we're going to keep going. We are going to become one of the most prestigious and prominent airlines on the planet. Is that true? Might not be, but we're going to try. We're queued up for our next flight. So let's go ahead and let's make it happen. Hold tight. First things first, we're going to bring us down from the... By the way, I saw a video today. It was a training. I was in a training at my work. They showed a video of a guy. He did this for... Maybe you've seen this on YouTube. I don't know. He did this for Red Bull. Up in the stratosphere, or I don't know how far, but if it looked like it was like this high up, but it may have been a little lower down, but it was high up. And he freaking jumped out of... I don't know what he jumped out of. Some aircraft up there, or I don't. Maybe it was the International Space Station, or I don't know. You know what? Hang on a second. I'm gonna see if I can find it on YouTube, because if it's out there public, it's worth watch. Hold tight. I don't know where she got this from. Maybe you've seen it. It was for the Guinness Book of World Records. It was for Red Bull, and it was flippin' amazing. Man, world record, man breaks sonic barrier. Let me just see. I think this is it. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. You need to see this. Okay, if you haven't seen it already, and I don't know what kind of... Obviously, this is Red Bull's, so I maybe I don't know. We'll see. See if I'm getting... I'm going to pause my music for just a second, because you're going to need to see this. Check this out. You ready? Should I be doing... I don't know. Hopefully I don't get my first strike. We'll find out. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
I'm going over. Jump her away.
It looks like it is.
Up there it goes, I just heard it.
Was that him breaking the...
Yeah.
Showing Felix in a stable descent.
Hang on a sec. Oh, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. That was
Felix,
only
welcome.
tiny.
Morning.
Okay, Felix. Hold tight. There's got to be... That's only a tiny part. And there's all this... Come on. Maybe it's this one.
I'm the guy who jumped from space. I wanted to be the first human outside of an aircraft breaking the sound barrier. I almost weigh twice the weight that I normally have, and it's very difficult to do a perfect exit. Do not over-rotate, because if I start over-rotating, there's no air that you can use to slow down.
Okay, Joe, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go, Felix.
I'm going over. Jump her away.
First 25 seconds, it looked like everything's under control. And after 34 seconds, I hit Mach 1 and I broke the speed of sound.
Was that him breaking the... Yeah.
That was our goal. I wanted to be the first human outside of an aircraft breaking the sound barrier. Because of the fact that a lot of those scientists said prior to the jump, you're gonna spin like crazy, and the other half said, we don't think anything is gonna happen. I was mentally prepared to spin, but I was hoping that I'm not gonna spin. Now, if you watch the next couple of seconds, you see at that moment, it slowly starts to spin. It's getting faster. The problem is there's no protocol. There's nobody in the world telling you, listen, Felix, if this happens, you have to do this while the whole world is watching. Then I was trying to move my arms around a little bit, just maybe it does something, and then it stopped for a second, but now it starts getting the opposite direction, you know, and then it really ramps up. At that moment, it's not about breaking records anymore. At that moment, it's all about survival.
Speed 600 miles per hour.
There's only one way for the blood to leave your skull, and that's through all the eyeballs. If that happens, you're gonna die.
Speed 700.
I had a G-Whiz attached to my hand. The G-Whiz is a device that it fires a drogue chute that pulls you out of that flat spin. That's why I put my hands in to trick that G-Whiz. It's less G, and now the G-Whiz senses, oh, less G, that means he's getting it under control. I turned around and I was stable as a rock.
Showing Felix in a stable descent.
So when you look at my suit, you know, the more you fall, the more depressurized the suit gets, and here you can already see the suit flapping. You look at the sky, it's blue now, so we went from black sky back to blue sky. If you look at the right corner, Luke was dropping some flares, and it gives me the perfect direction for the wind. Now this is a very important moment. Very first time after hours and hours inside that spacesuit that I'm breathing regular air. So now I'm really happy because even the landing worked just perfect.
Are you kidding me about that? That was awesome. But that's not the version I watched. That's kind of a summarized version. We watched just the whole thing in dead silence as people were watching. It was awesome. Anyways, that was not planned. And frankly, I might have to cut that out if I don't know if that's... Anyways, we're ready to fly, aren't we? Alrighty. Right back at it. So, lesson of the week. Make sure you tell your kids the earth is round. It's a ball. And it's a ball we're going to go down in right now. There we are with our beautiful Cessna 172 Skyhawk, the only thing we can afford. Leasing on life. It's not ours, but what is? All right. Now, it's pretty early in the morning. It's going to adjust here once we get set up, but I'm going to go ahead and first things first, we're going to go ahead and make sure we take care of all the business outside, removing our pitot tube cover, removing our chocks, removing our static port cover, and removing our engine cover. That is a beautiful plane, can I just say? I'm gonna take a I know I've got probably a gazillion pictures of this thing, but it just makes me happy. All right. I know what you're thinking if you're a scientist. Don't say it. All right. How's it going, brother? Just one moment. Okay, we got a little bit of an issue, but we'll fix that. Just a little bit of patience. We'll go a super long way. Let's see. Oh my. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Sorry, in the process of connecting at the moment. Alright, I think we got it. Alright. Let's go ahead and enter our airline company. As you can tell, we're just the two of us. Myself, your boy I, and Phil Subaru, who I thought I hired as a pilot. He's just a flight attendant. So, 2 planes. The one we're leasing, November 014, Sierra Tango, and the one we're renting, November 3809 Delta. Our current location, Bountiful Sky Park. I marooned Phil down in Provo and said, hey, you know, maybe he can do a little bit of maybe some online college courses or something there at the UVUU. I guess UVUU isn't her thing. UVU. All right. Let's check it out. Let's go to our pending jobs. Got it all lined up. Shouldn't take long now. Here's our mission from Bountiful Sky Park all the way up to the one, the only, Evanston, Wyoming, bringing with us 94 pounds of cargo, some technicians, and construction supplies. Very critical mission. As you can see, I planned well, respecting your time, other than our fuel. We need to load up with just a tad. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. And once we've got our fuel set, we'll go ahead and start the tracking.
You'll always be a part of me. You gave me a song to sing, dancing in your room, innocent and true.
I'm going to go ahead and
On your shoulder,
bring our flight plan in.
when we're older, you'll always be a part of me. The songs will always sting.
There it is.
Barely 22. Summer days
Bountiful, over to Evanston. And then from Evanston, we'll eventually make our way back up to Bear Lake, which is... My goodness, where is Bear Lake? I think it's this guy right here. Yeah, there's Bear Lake right there. And here's our home base. Bear Lake County. Not a fancy airport, but certainly one to help us get our feet off the ground. This is going to be a VFR flight. Registration November 014. Sierra Tango. Flight number 003 for Stratus. On the 7th of June 2025. Off block time. Might have to do a quick check on that one. Off block time is we're out at 0250 Zulu right there. Mode C transponder, and that should take care of that. We are going to have to work with our fuel a little bit. We need to load up some fuel, so let me come on down. Total fuel. Got to configure that. And we need to know exactly how much fuel we need. It's important. If we have too much, can't haul the cargo and the passengers. If we have too little, we end up in Monte Cristo, in a place we don't want to be, in the trees probably. So let's check her out. We need exactly 24 gallons. We have 28. So interestingly enough, we're actually a little high on the fuel end. We're going to have to dump a little bit. And that's fine. We can do that. I'm going to dump 1 gallon out of the left tank, 1 gallon out of the right tank, 1 more gallon out of the left tank, 1 more gallon out of the right tank. Let's load the aircraft with that and see if that gets us where we need to be. And it sure does. It sure does. We're going to start tracking our flight. You're going to notice we've warped to the early morning where our flight takes place. Everything else looks fantastic. Excuse me. That was strategic, by the way. All right. Make sure our controls are working. Our throttle looks good. Our mixture looks good. Flight. Rudders appear to be working. Yoke. That's exciting. All right. So, we're going to go ahead and crack the throttle. Go close to full mixture. Let's go ahead and check our fuel real quickly. Make sure everything's as we expected. Roughly around 10 gallons in each tank. All right. We'll turn that off. We're going to get our beacon up, our nav lights, and our strobes. Our fuel pump up and at 'em. And I think we're ready to start. Magnetos on. And we're going to kick it over. All right, let's get the alternator working. And with that connected, we'll go ahead and get our avionics back up. And I'm going to go ahead and set my taxi light right now. We'll work with ATC. Pitot heat up. Okay. The 4 Sierra Tango is ready to go. Here in Bountiful. Going to be heading up to the north, over the mountains, and over into Wyoming territory. We're going to move our fuel tanks to the center. Take advantage of both. I'm comfortable with where the trim is right now. I'm going to go ahead and load up the ATC module. Okay. There's no tower here at this airport. Certainly, geez Louise, guys scared me. Certainly Salt Lake International, but we're not tuned into them. We're not going to jam up their signals. So we're going to move over to the CTAF frequency at 122.8. Well, we do have a clearance frequency. That is what we want first. 120.7. There we go. Sky Park clearance. This is Stratus. November 014 Sierra Tango. Requesting VFR clearance to the north to Evanston.
Stratus 4 Sierra Tango, on departure maintain VFR at or below 6,000 feet. Departure on 124.85, squawk 5675.
VFR at or below 6,000 feet. Departure on 124.85, squawk 5675. Stratus 4 Sierra Tango. Let's go ahead and tune our
Stratus
transponder.
4 Sierra Tango, read back correct.
5675. Flipper on. At or below 6,000 feet. I'm going to move over to flight service station at 122.4 for just a second to get some wind information. 1224. Right there. Sky Park radar. This is Stratus. November 014 Sierra Tango requesting wind check.
Stratus 4 Sierra Tango, wind 180 at 7 knots.
Okay, so not incredibly difficult wind. It's coming directly from south. So we're going to want to take off to the south. And that is going to be runway. Wait for it. Oh my. Why do I only have one Hold tight. I got my Evanston. Where's my Bountiful Sky Park map? Hold tight, hold tight. No charts. Oh, because they don't have any charts at Sky Park. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Rough. What are the runways? 17 and 35. We're going to be heading on 17 for certain. For certain. Okay, that's what we want. So, we'll go ahead and, I would like to get an altimeter though. Let's get that real quick. This is the Cedar City Flight Service Station. Apparently that's the closest one, I guess. Cedar City Flight Service Station. This is Stratus for Sierra Tango, excuse me. Can I get altimeter reading here at Sky Park Bountiful?
Stratus 4 Sierra Tango, please clarify your request.
Looking for altimeter reading, Sky Park.
Stratus 4 Sierra Tango, Sky Park altimeter 29.88.
2988, so down from a little bit from where we're at. Not too far though. Now I can move over to our CTAP 122.8. There it is. And this one's the easy one because we don't have to wait for anybody to respond. Sky Park traffic. This is Stratus, November 04 Sierra Tango. We'll be taxiing to runway 17, departing to the south, and moving along to Evanston, Wyoming. Beginning taxi at this point. Okay. All right. I do believe we're ready. This is going to be our course. Right out of Bountiful, straight to the northeast, right over top of probably Mueller Canyon is looking like, and then pretty well straight course all the way over. What do we have here? See any over Hennifer? So we'll be heading right over Hennifer. We'll get a view of Echo Reservoir, a little view of East Canyon Reservoir. Any other highlights along the way? The Field of Dreams over here. That must be a small little private airport. Then we'll hit the Cooley waypoint and head on up to Evanston, where it's going to flatten out a little bit. From there, we'll drop in on the trailer park. No, just kidding. I don't know why they have the trailer park on that map, other than it's a VFR visual to help people. And then from Evanston, we'll take another leg all the way up, back up to Bear Lake. Probably go right over top of Randolph. And yes, that's the correct Randolph. Woodruff is right below it. Right on the border of the Utah-Wyoming border. And then through Lake Town, Garden City, Fish Haven, up to the top end, and then up past Bloomington. By the way, there's Bloomington Lake, I believe. I think that's Bloomington Lake. Could be wrong. Maybe Bloomington Lake is actually this one right here. Just don't let people talk you into doing a rope swing when you know you can't hold yourself up. It always ends badly. Not that I have personal experience with that. And then we'll land at home. Home is Paris. Paris, Bear Lake County Airport, right south of Montpelier. And that's where we're going to pick up our next level up mission, which is going to take us all the flipping way out to Wendover and I think up into Idaho. But there's no other way to get the experience. It's just how it's got to go. Here we go. Gonna go ahead and release the parking brakes. We'll get back on the taxi line, or we'll take this taxi line over here. Gotta make sure we don't taxi too fast, or else we'll get penalized. Sky Park traffic. Stratus for Sierra Tango, departing on runway 17 to the south.
Everyone's competing for love they won't receive. 'Cause what this palace wants is release. We live in cities you'll never see on screen. Not very pretty, but we sure know how to run things. Living in ruins of a palace within my dreams. And you know we're on each other's team. I'm kinda over getting told to throw my hands up in the air. So there. I'm kinda older than I was when I rebelled without a care. So there. We live in cities you'll never see on screen. Not very pretty, but we sure know how to run things. Living in ruins of a palace within
All right.
my dreams.
Last of our preparations. We're going to go ahead and plan to do our switch over from taxiing lights to landing lights when we start picking up speed. So as soon as we start accelerating, we'll put on the landing lights. As soon as we take our wheels off the pavement, we'll take the taxi light off. And I want to get my heading bug lined up to runway heading so that that doesn't become problematic for us. There it is right there. Runway heading should be
Movie 456 Delta Charlie, turning final landing runway 18, full stop.
bearing of 165. So we'll just move that heading over just a couple degrees to 165. That's runway heading. And want to set my vertical speed up to 300. Where's our windsock? Anybody see the windsock? I wasn't paying attention on the way out here. I'm a little surprised not to see it. Probably was behind us. Ah, we got someone coming up behind us. So we'll get moving. I don't want him taking over. Let's do it. Landing lights on. Rotate should be coming out here shortly. Almost there. Almost there. There it is. Taxi lights off. Keep our ascent smooth and cool. We'll adjust our mixture so we can get the maximum out of our engines. Gonna go ahead and trim back. Alrighty. I think I'm going to tilt out to the right, and then we'll get on our flight plan and get up over those mountains. Trim back just a little bit more. There we go. We're definitely gonna need some height. Because we've got to get over those mountains. Go ahead and adjust our heading book. Go into heading mode, and we will rise with autopilot. Rising 300 feet per minute. That's going to be an interesting climb. I don't know if we're going to need a little extra lift, but we are capped on our throttle. And I think we're sitting at ideal on the mixture, so it's just because we're so freaking heavy. We may have to do a circle around before we can make it over those mountains. I want to put our altitude up. I don't want to cap us there. I'm going to bring us all the way up to 8,000 feet if we need to. And I think we're going to need our vertical speed up a little bit too. I just hate to go too fast, because then we're going to lose all of our speed. I-15 below. Farmington Bay ahead. Antelope Island in the distance. Let's get a few snapshots, shall we? Okay, Farmington Bay below us. And the mountains in front of us.
Skywalk 765, Alpha 1 departing runway, tree 2, downwind departure to the east.
And we better start navigating a little bit, shall we? I'm not going to tilt to the left. Can't tell how quickly the peaks are rising, but if I take advantage of this little canyon right here, I think I might have a chance. If we have to abort, we will, and we'll just do a one quick circle. But I don't think we'll have to. As long as we keep enough speed to keep this climb momentum, we'll be fine. That's the place I'm targeting right there. Just a little dip. There's a road along top of, man, I don't know if I'm going to make it. We're up to 8,000. That's the problem. Whoops. We did not want that. This could be catastrophic. Vertical speed up, vertical speed up, vertical speed up, vertical speed, vertical speed up, vertical speed up. I thought we got to go altitude up higher than that. Altitude up to 10,000. That was my mistake. I didn't think we got up to 9,000 or that was close. Whew. My goodness, that was a little on the sketchy side. I capped out my altitude at 8,000, so it stopped the climb, and that almost became a fatal mistake. I guess we should know how tall our mountains are, shouldn't we? I'm going to bring my vertical speed back down now. We'll bring back down to 300. Actually, back down flat. We'll just pick up some speed here. Just come flat. We'll stay at 8,600 feet. I don't think we're going to have anyone mountain range larger than that for the rest of our course. So Field of Dreams is right below us. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. They got like a large jet down there. That's kind of funny.
Stratus 4 Sierra Tango, contact Salt Lake approach on 121.1.
Moving to Salt Lake approach on 121.1. Stratus 4 Sierra Tango. Oops. Contact Salt Lake approach on 121.1. Stratus 4 Sierra Tango. I see that guy's parking spot, but I do not see his runway. Like, where does that thing take off from? I guess it's just this little grass strip right here. Field of Dreams. Let's get a quick picture of the Field of Dreams. No one will know why we took that picture.
36-7 Kilo Lima, cleared RNAV tree 6 number 2, following a diamond.
Cleared RNAV tree 6 following the diamond 67 Kilo Lima.
Hennifer, come on up. Devil's Slide. I wonder if we can see... We're going to be on the other side of Devil's Slide, unfortunately. So there's the road for Morgan County, right over here. Morgan County, Morgan, right here. I-80, and then Devil's Slide. I just don't think we're going to see it because we're on the wrong side. It's right there on the back side of that mountain. Unfortunately. I am kind of interested to see if they... I really am kind of interested. You know what? Forget it. I am. We're gonna see if they've got Devil's Slide on here. Are you ready for a little detour? We can't take a large one because we don't have enough fuel, but we have enough for a small detour. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll move our heading. Oops, that's vertical speed. Move our heading over this way. We're gonna fly right over top of it.
Stratus 4 Sierra Tango, contact Salt Lake approach on 121.1.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Moving 121.1 Stratus 4 Sierra Tango. I better really quickly move over.
Stratus 4 Sierra Tango, contact Salt Lake approach on 121.1.
1211. As quickly as we can get there. There it is. 1211. There we go. Salt Lake approach. This is Stratus. November 014 Sierra Tango.
Stratus 014 Sierra Tango, Salt Lake departure, Salt Lake approach. Stratus, radar contact, not established. Say altitude and intentions. Stratus 014 Sierra Tango, Salt Lake departure, radar contact.
I'm taking
south of
pictures,
Gilder Peak
man.
Airport at 8600 feet. Morgan altimeter 29.9 or 4.
Okay, Devil's Slide is right here. Coming down that way. Well, let's see what it looks like. It's pretty. I mean, that's, you know, the whole... Not gonna lie. Not necessarily exactly what we were looking for, but I've seen worse. The Devil's Slide is right here, and it's two little slabs of concrete. Concrete, I say. It's granite, whatever. All right, I need to aviate here, guys. Flip my heading back over. Morgan altimeter 29904. Miles south of Gilder Peak Airport. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Don't freeze. Don't do it. Don't freeze. Don't do it. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come on, come back to me. I haven't had a freeze like this in a long time. Don't do it. What happened? Oh no.
Delta 1221 descend and maintain 2000.
I've lost
Delta 1221 descending to 2000.
We've lost mouse control. We've lost window control. All we can do is stop and wait and hope. This might be the end of our road today. Oh no. Come on, come back to me. Uh-oh. I know what happened. I know what happened. I think we were having internet problems. Maybe. I don't know. Am I streaming? ATC service is paused. Flight. Okay, that came back. So let's see if my simulator comes back. Come on, you can do it. Sure would love to complete this flight. I don't want to lose the mission. Don't want to lose it. Come on. I'm going to bring our volume down just a little bit from our simulator. That might be the end of the road. What do we do to deserve that? Well, we got a chance to see Devil Slide. I guess the name of this episode just changed. Okay, well. Oh, can't even. There we go. Well, guys, that's a little bit of a bummer for the weekend. I was kind of hoping to move forward just a little bit, but I don't think it's going to happen. Now, I think I still have internet, though. What's happening?
Cessna 172 Alpha Bravo, turn right, heading 150, descend to 2,500, report airport in sight.
Full screen
Right
projector.
to 150, descending to 2,500. We'll report the airport 172 Alpha Bravo.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Is there any way this thing is coming back to us? Any chance on the planet? Let's close out some programs. Let's free up some memory. How's that? Bring out the killer app. Oh no, that only freed up 12 gigabytes of memory. I don't think that's going to do it for us, guys. That is unfortunate. Stuck in the middle of the air. So that's where we come to an end on episode 3. Just right in the middle of the air, flew into the Twilight Zone. But it was fun. It was fun seeing Devil's Slide. Now we don't have to worry about that next time. So, look, this is just the nature of the beast. This is how it's going to go. I think our next episode will probably be a HeadTrip Air World Tour flight out of the South Pacific, bringing us back towards New Zealand or Australia. And we'll pick that up and we'll see if we can bring our airline back from the dust here at some point next week. I hope you guys have a really great weekend. I hope you enjoy yourself. Hope you're not working, but if you are, find a way to enjoy it, I guess. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks for joining. Sorry about the tech issues. Always happens at some point. See you later.